What an idiot. A real dumbass. Well, thank you. I mean, I try, but... Oh, wait, you were talking about Cujo. Never mind. That was a bad joke. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kotodama. So, I'm looking forward to this chapter, because this chapter is the one that's been teased since the very beginning, and now we're finally getting to investigate it. So, let's see how this plays out. When I open the door to the club room, Cujo's already there. Not surprising he asked for help. Yo, Cujo, you're practically a regular here now. Excuse me, I'm busier than I look. Anyway, I actually have a favor to ask you three today. As we discussed the other day, I too have been investigating the 7 mysteries, and would like to collaborate with you. So let's work together. Cujo bows his head. Does he really need to bow his head to ask that? Okay, Cujo-kun, we'll work with you, so please lift your head. Yeah, Cujo, it's not like you to bow your head like that, you know. The next mystery I want the club to investigate is the curse of Makoto. Or rather, the reason my Makoto committed suicide. Wait, the reason Makoto committed suicide? Cujo, are you saying you've been looking into that yourself? Apparently, yes. Yeah, I've been trying to investigate myself, but nobody will tell me anything. It's like they're walking on eggshells around me. So I'd like to employ the help of the Occult Research Club. I don't know about that. What do you think, Nanami? Well, Nanami, I would expect to have some objections to this because it was kind of her best friend who committed suicide. So, let's see how this plays out for her. I don't see the problem. Kujo-kun was Makoto's boyfriend, and he wants to know. Hey, come on, Nanami. So you two date? So he dated Makoto back when she was alive. We're the Occult Research Club. Remember, we're investigating the curse of Makoto. So while we're at it, we might as well investigate the death of Makoto too. Thank you. I don't mind if it's not the primary investigation. I appreciate the effort. You don't know why she committed suicide? No, the teachers seem like they know, but they won't disclose it with the students. Yep, sounds about right. Okay. Fine. So what exactly do you want us to do? I want you to ask people around campus how she was doing before she committed suicide. And if possible, I want you to look into her suicide note. Her suicide note? I never heard about a suicide note. She wrote one, but that fact has been hidden. I'd like to know what she wrote in it. And how exactly do you suggest we investigate her suicide note? What, do you think she hid a copy somewhere on campus? Actually, it seems there is indeed a copy being kept somewhere on campus. And do you want us to find that copy? Easier said than done. Yes, I know. So if you can't find anything on that front, it's completely understandable. Okay, so I guess it's finally time for us to solve the curse of Makoto. Finally! You know the drill, guys. Let's split up, gang. I'll buzz you if I find any relevant quacker posts. Thank you. Makoto and Sasaki. I've heard about her from Nanami, but not much. Perhaps I should start by learning more about her. I think it's time to head to the reference room first. Come with me, Zack. I didn't mean to do that. That was not the right button. Quacker. Quacker. Hold on. Sorry, my voice gets sore when I do this for long periods of time. I need water to help with that. Sakura is still... Today's lucky color is red. You might find something unexpected, but pry too deep and there is no turning back. For if the Clock Tower Angel was an unfounded rumor, there is no angel. Well, there is. That's right. I forgot they posted that. Sakura. Now we know who Sakura is. This is actually a pretty interesting idea for a character. Just like somebody who posts their stuff. How do you know? How do you know what a lucky color is? I don't know. But it's interesting to me. I like this idea. But yeah. I know that when a card is flipped upside down like this, it means something else completely different. But I forget. Because I don't have a traditional tarot card set. I do have a tarot card set. I just FYI, I do have a tarot card set. It's not a traditional one. It's like a steampunk themed one. But the fundamentals are the same. But I forget what each card means and what it means if it's upside down or right side up. I have to look into that. But, anywho, onward with the rest of the story. First, I need to familiarize you with the story behind Makoto. That's why we came to the reference room. And, well, I'd like a refresher, too. Let's see. I think the campus newspaper wrote some about her. It was about 2 years ago. Here we go. Nanami fiddles with her phone and shows me the screen. Let's see. She won an essay contest. She's always got top grades. She's been dubbed the rising star of the tennis team. Whenever there's a contest or tournament, there's an article about Mikoto Sasaki, and they all sing her praises. Seems like she was a pretty accomplished kid. So why did she commit suicide? Was she not happy with all the fame and praise that she got? Was there like some demons or something like that? Was she like, I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize this. Why would she kill herself if she was such a popular person? I don't know. According to the newspaper photos, she's got long black hair and a gentle look on her face. Amazing, huh? She placed in all sorts of contests and was always neck to neck with Kujiku for top grades. She had an amazing personality too. Everyone loved her. She was so amazing. So amazing, I was a little jealous of her. Okay. It might be hard to believe, but I was a tennis player too. Makoto and I were a doubles team. But she was a genius on a completely different level. I can never quite catch up to her. That's fair. After she passed away, I quit tennis. I guess I just lost sight of my goal without her. I was sorry to get all sentimental on you. Alright, I forgot about this. Nanami tries to change the subject as she swipes on her phone. Nanami does find some more articles praising Mikoto Sasaki, but no articles covering her suicide. That's suspicious as hell. Why are there no articles covering her suicide? You'd think that would be bigger news. I guess the Academy really can't publish info on her suicide. Okay, that makes sense. Looks like we've got no choice but to ask her around again. Izanami looks up at her phone and soon walks into the reference room. Chinatsu-chan. Hello, are you... Where's my text log? Where's my text log? I screwed up. Hold on. No! Okay. Chinatsu-chan. Are you two up to your usual antics again? You know what? You're up to your usual trolls, Chinatsu-chan? Yes, it's my job after all. Though I must admit, it is a bit tiring to follow the same route every day. Wow, so even you can get tired of monotony, huh? I misspoke. Please forget what I said. I'll give my patrol route the attention it deserves today, as always. Sure thing, I'll forget it. But only if you tell me something. Nami tries asking her if she knows anything about Makoto Sasaki's suicide. Alright, that incident. Oh. That completely changed your demeanor. It happened before I entered the academy, so I don't know much about it. I'm sorry, I can't help you there. That makes sense. That makes sense. She is a younger student. She wouldn't know much about that. Now, if you excuse me, I have to continue my patrol. That was strange. Shinatsu excuses herself. That was strange, though. Her demeanor completely changed as soon as we mentioned it. I mean, it makes sense, but... I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into this. So I guess we can rule out asking any underclassmen. It's not like they have any new info for us. Well, I guess we'll go start asking around. Nanami jumps to her feet and leaves the reference room. So any underclassmen any underclassmen are out off the table then, because they wouldn't know anything. Let's ask around Makoto Sasaki ourselves now, shall we? School dorm! Oh, wait. This is just where I was. Return to the academy. That's not what I meant to do. Cafeteria. Just casually listening around isn't going to go and guess very far. If we want to learn more about Makoto, why don't you try asking someone? I tried calling out to students who were talking. Hello! What's up? Try asking about Makoto Sasaki. Makoto Sasaki? You mean the girl who committed suicide, right? Oh, like, what about her? Why are you asking about a dead girl? I tell her how the Occult Research Club is investigating the curse of Makoto. The ORC's got some balls, huh? I wouldn't touch that topic with a barge pole. Like, I don't want to get cursed or anything. Knock it off. Makoto wouldn't curse anyone. Oh, my bad. Was she a friend of yours? We were just classmates, but she was a really nice girl. Oh, seems this girl knows about Makoto. But why would such a good girl go and kill herself? Does anyone know the reason? She asked the question for us. How nice of her. I'm not sure, but it's probably romance related. Makoto was dating the student council president Kujo-kun, but apparently the relationship was a bit rough around the edges. That's a problem. So we have to go talk to Kujo now. Personally, I thought they made a great couple, but I guess every relationship has its problems. She wasn't bullied or anything, was she? I never expected her to commit suicide or anything, but I guess you can never really tell with some people. That's really much all I know. Did that help? As I thanked her and start to leave, she calls out to me. Please tell Nanami to calm down and not blame everything on the curse of Makoto, okay? The two of them continue their conversation as I leave. Okay, it makes sense. She doesn't want everybody to just be, like, crazy. Rooftop. That's where she committed suicide, so we should probably investigate there. I mean, that is where she took her own life. Came up to the roof and find Yukino there. She's up here a lot, huh? Yukino, do you have anything? You were just thinking, oh, she's up here a lot, huh? Weren't you? She's surprisingly perceptive sometimes, huh? Well, it's true. I am up here a lot. I gotta blow off some steam too, you know. So what are you up here for? I'm investigating Makoto Sasaki. Makoto, huh? Figures you come up to the roof then. You do realize that's in pretty bad taste, right? I bet Nanami put you up to the task. It was Kujo who asked us. What? He's the one who asked. I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. For a second there, I thought Nanami had crossed the line again. What's Kujo-kun thinking? You know he was Makoto's boyfriend, right? As far as I could tell, they made a nice couple, but... Apparently, he was quite hard-headed, always jumped to conclusions, something Makoto often worried about. Once he had his mind set on something, there was no changing it. Looks like that side of him is rearing its ugly head again. He probably thinks Makoto's death was his fault. That would make sense. If he was hard-headed and she constantly worried about him about that, then it would make sense that he would blame himself for her death. What an idiot. A real dumbass. Well, thank you. I mean, I try, but... Oh, wait, you were talking about Kujo. Never mind. That was a bad joke. Makoto's already dead. Investigating her death now is not going to make her happy. Why can't he understand that? She's angry, but she seems so sad, too. Perhaps Yukino can't get over Makoto's death either. This whole thing frustrates me. Talking about it just pisses me off even more. Yukino leaves fuming. So I guess things weren't going well between Kujo and Makoto. Huh. Sports field! The fields is bustling with Toya maniacs. And the track and field students are stuck with engine jam. Yeah, makes sense. Here to spectate the crowd's dinner over there. Actually, there's something I'd like to ask you. You want to know about the Makoto Sasaki-san? Oh, right. The one from the curse. I'm actually a first year, so I don't know. I know an upperclassman who might know something, though. Hold on just a sec. Senpai, do you have a moment? Someone wants to ask you something. The upperclassman heads this way. Do you know anything about Makoto Sasaki-san, as in the curse of Makoto? Huh? I'm not so sure I can talk about that. You do know it's taboo to talk about Makoto Sasaki, right? Especially in athletics? Really? Yeah. He'll get cursed and suffer injuries, apparently. That's why everyone in athletics avoids the topic. Why do you want to know about her? I tell him how the Occult Research Club is investigating the curse of Makoto. You're with the ORC? Then why don't you just ask Nanami? She used to play doubles with Makoto on the tennis team, so Nanami should know more about her than anyone else. Nanami-san used to be on the tennis team? That bundle of energy? Yeah, she was pretty good too. Everyone had high hopes for Makoto and Nanami as a pair, even the academy. But at the Sunama tournament finals, Nanami slipped up and they ended up losing. Everyone blamed the loss on Nanami, but she didn't let it get to her. She kept going, but quit right after Makoto committed suicide. The coach was really reluctant to let her go, but I guess it's hard to continue without your doubles partner. Wait, stop making me talk about you-know-who. If I get injured, it's all your fault, okay? The RC's got some balls, huh? I wouldn't touch that topic with a barge pole. Like, I don't want to get cursed or anything. Somebody just said that again. They ended up blabbing everything anyway. So it'd be so much easier for us if everyone were this loose-lipped. Courtyard. I find Hokuda in the courtyard. Do you know anything? I don't know all that much about Makoto Sasaki-san, sorry. Oh, but she was Kujo-kun's girlfriend, right? After she committed suicide, the scary story started spreading about the curse of Makoto. Honoka says see you later as she leaves. Now there's nobody else in the courtyard besides the old man tending their flower beds. I don't see any other students around. Well, might as well try asking a teacher, right? Can I help you? Try asking if he knows anything about Makoto Sasaki. Her, huh? All I know is that she committed suicide. You're only recently transferred in, so I understand you're curious, but it's a bit in bad taste to ask around about topics like that. That said, it wouldn't be good to keep you in the dark about things everyone else knows about either. He gives me a pensive look before he starts talking. It's been over a year. It was raining that day. Awfully cold rain for March, you might say. I remember thinking it might even snow. I was the first to discover the body. Early that morning, I was walking into the courtyard when I saw a female student face up on the ground by the building. He points to an empty area surrounded by colorful flowers. That's where I found her. I still remember. Oof. At first I thought, why would someone be sleeping there? I didn't understand the situation at first. I was in a panic. Nobody would be sleeping that early in the morning in a place like that in the rain. So I called the police, and the investigation ruled it a suicide. She had leapt from the roof. The students were all terribly sad after that. But all we could do was learn from the experience and move on. She's holding the note in her hand there. How did they know it was a suicide? Well, anyway, that's enough of that story. You should stop asking people about it too. He continues tending to the flower beds. Maybe he's dedicating these flowers to Makoto. A new CG has been added to the CG collection. Not surprising. Music room! Okay, this is going quickly. Oh, perfect timing. I thought I'd run into you eventually. I would run into Natsu once I enter the music room. That conversation back there reminded me of something. It's about the student council president. Oh, didn't expect her to come talking to us. I saw him crying in the student council room just a bit earlier. I didn't think he noticed me walking in. I felt a bit awkward, so I left. But I was leaving, I heard him say, Makoto, please forgive me. Hey, I suppose he really does blame himself for the loss of his girlfriend. It must be rough. She also leaves to continue her patrol. I'm a bit curious about what Kujo said. Librarium! Librarium! Go! Oh, aren't you... It seems people already recognize my face. Perhaps because I've been hanging out with Nanami a lot. You're asking about Makoto Sasaki-san? Sasaki-san would often make use of the archive. She was pretty sociable. We'd talk a lot, and she'd smile as she listened to my book recommendations. Back then, she didn't seem like someone who would even consider suicide to me, at least. The kid's using weasel words. Yeah, nobody ever thinks that somebody's gonna commit suicide. It's very sad. You don't expect it, and then somebody actually goes out and does it. And then nobody is really able to explain why or how. And then they find out after the fact why they committed suicide, and it's like, oh, that happened. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's a weird topic to talk about. I'm not gonna go into detail about that, but it is a very sad yet interesting topic. It's very hard. It's very hard to balance the two sometimes. Okay, but this kid's using weasel words. Back then. Yeah, a few days before she took her own life, Sasaki-san seemed unusually out of it. So when I asked her what's going on, she said things weren't going well with someone important to her. So suggest she go see Karen for some counseling. I would talk to Makoto myself, but I'm not good at all with the relationship advice, you see. Sasaki-san smiled and said, "You're right, Mizuki-sensei. It does seem like she could help, so I'll go ask her. That was the last time I saw Sasaki-san. Do you think she went to Karen for counseling? Well, sorry, I have to go apply some labels. I apologize for taking up time and step away from the counter. There was a lot more info than I was expecting. Looks like Mizuki-sensei might know something. Oh, Mars-kun, how can I help you? Mizuki-sensei might know something. Oh, you're investigating Makoto Sasaki-san? I see. What would you like to know? Has Makoto gone to you for counseling? She has. It was just before she committed suicide. She wanted to talk to me because she was worried about someone important to her. She seemed quite worried, so I told her, you're both still young, so don't worry about it much. Take a step back and relax. Still remember that advice I gave her. And then she said, thanks, that clears things up for me. I'll think about it. So I never expected her to take her own life right after that. I know it's not an excuse, but I suppose I didn't take her case seriously enough since I'm not her homeroom teacher. The teacher seems pretty open to questions. Want to try prying a bit further? Do you know she had a suicide note? Yes, I do know that. I have a copy of it right here after all. You seem curious as to why I carry around a copy of a student's suicide note, huh? It served as a reminder of my failure. A reminder to really to really listen to what my students have to say. No, now I can't give it to you, but would you like to read it? I'm caught off guard by how she just let me read like that, but not anyway. I don't mind you reading it, but first, can you promise me something? Do not spare around what Sasaki-san wrote, and do not investigate her death any further. Promise? Promise. Crossies. It's a promise, okay? Mizuki-sensei takes an envelope out of her bag. I bet you think it's strange that I just let you see someone else's suicide note just like that. I suppose I'm a little cross with the Academy's administration. A huge event happened on campus, yet they keep the students in the dark about the whole affair. So without an official explanation for closure, the students come up with the curse of Makoto of all things. A curse? That's no way to honor Sasaki-san's memory. That's quite thoughtful of her if you think about it. Peek inside the envelope and find a folded sheet of paper. Mizuki-sensei nods silently. So that's Makoto's suicide note, huh? I unfold the paper to find a typed letter. To my dearest partner, how long has it been since we first met? Ever since we came, we've been trying hard to match each other. I'm tired of blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 but I decided I want to die. We're blah, 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 okay? Sorry for blah, 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 blah. Makoto. Some of the words are too blurred to read. The page is crudely torn beneath Makoto's name. It's too blurred to read some of it, huh? Sasaki-san was holding the suicide note, but it got wet since it was raining that day. Makes sense. But you can kind of tell that it says from the legible parts, right? It's a letter for her boyfriend. When I place the note back into the envelope, Mizuki-sensei takes it back with utmost care. I'm sorry to tell Kujo about this, huh? It shows to Kagura-san too, but she just hung her head and said nothing. She was good friends with Sasaki-san, so I'm a bit worried. I hope she didn't come as too much of a shock. So Nanami's seen the note too, huh? Maybe I should go ask Nanami what she thought of it. Well, it looks like we collected quite a bit of info. Want to sort through it for now? Mizuki-sensei leaves the classroom after reminding me to keep my end of the promise. Well? Okay, let's sort through our information. By Stuco President Kujo's request, this time we were investigating the reason why Makoto Sasaki committed suicide. He also said to look for her suicide note, if possible. We heard a lot of stories, but our biggest break was when Mizuki-sensei let us read that suicide note. And it looks like she really did take her own life due to her relationship problems with Kujo. But from what we've heard, those relationship problems shouldn't have been enough for her to consider suicide. It's quite possible Kujo's hiding something from everyone. Should we ask him about it ourselves? Only Wakaba and Kujo are in the clubroom. Nanami's nowhere to be seen. Nanami sure is late, huh? She's probably bouncing off the wall since it's Makoto we're investigating. You know, she even joined the Occult Research Club for the express purpose of investigating the curse of Makoto. Makes sense! It was back in May last year. Every other club member graduated, and I couldn't convince any incoming students to join. The club was in critical condition, but then Nanami joined. If it weren't for Nanami, the club would have been disbanded. Can't exactly have a one-man club, you know. Makes sense. That's a rule. You have to have at least 2 people for it to be a club. So in a certain sense, the Curse of Makoto gave a second wind to the Occult Research Club. Kind of weird to think about it. But Kagura didn't join the club in May that year, did she? What are you talking about? Of course she joined May. I remember it was May because during the break I tried recruiting students in athletics and Matsubara-sensei was super pissed. Then the reason Kagura joined the club couldn't have been to investigate the Curse of Makoto. What do you mean? The Curse of Makoto wasn't a thing until after Kagura joined the club. You remember the fallen planter incident? Oh, level up! Of course I do. It's the most famous incident attributed to the Curse of Makoto. How could I forget? That happened last June. And according to my research, that was the first incident. Ah, you're right. That's weird. I wasn't sure the Curse of Makoto came first. Okay. This whole time, I was under the impression that Nanami joined the Occult Research Club to investigate the Curse of Makoto. I guess she just genuinely likes the occult. The fallen planter incident. Alright, you wouldn't know about that, would you? You haven't heard? Damn it, I was sure Nanami would have told you by now. Well, I guess I'll give you the rundown. Better late than never, I guess. The fallen planter incident happened on the 99th of May after Makoto's suicide. The 99th day, never mind. That day, it felt like it was going to rain any second. You know that area around the courtyard surrounded by flower beds? That's where Makoto's body was first discovered. Those flower beds weren't there at the time, though. They were planted there as a memorial for Makoto. Representatives from each class, as well as members of the gardening club, gathered that day to plant the flowers. But suddenly, a girl screamed, and up from above fell a planter. It landed and shattered right where Makoto's body was found. Luckily, nobody was there when it fell, but that area has been said to be cursed ever since. It's still not clear who screamed, or why the planter fell. The fact that the culprit hasn't been found has only helped the Curse of Makoto gain traction. So there was a planter that somebody just dropped off the roof on the exact spot where Makoto committed suicide. And nobody knows who did it. Even if it was only a prank, whoever did it went overboard. Somebody could have easily gotten hurt. If it weren't for an incident, the Curse of Makoto might have never even become a rumor to begin with. Kujo seems really mad. He's not really giving you an opening to ask a question, huh? Bam. Someone suddenly slams the door open. It's terrible. Nanami-senpai's been hurt. Oh no. I'm so sorry for causing a commotion. Chinatsu apologizes on her knees. It's okay, Chinatsu-chan. Really, it's all this blockhead's fault. What? I didn't do anything wrong. I just fell on the stairs, that's all. I'm so sorry. Nanami-senpai insisted she was okay, but I still panicked. Still, you let us know what happened, so it's all good. We should be thanking you. I bet Nanami just got a bit too excited and jumped off the stairs. No, I didn't. Owie. Okay, it looks like you twisted your ankle a bit, but you should be fine. What on earth happened here? I was going through my usual rounds when I heard a scream. When I rushed over to see what happened, I found Nanami-senpai on the ground. What happened? It's not like you to fall over like that. I don't know. Before I knew what was going on, I was falling down the stairs. Do you think it's the Curse of Makoto? Maybe she's mad since I read her suicide note. You read her suicide note? Yeah, I did. She said she was tired of trying to be a good match, so she committed suicide. No. Kujo suddenly shouts. He's clearly not the right state of mind. Think you should step in? With a nod to Mon-chan, I opened up my left hand and summoned the word book. It shines with a radiant light. It's all my fault. Huh? Kujo begins to speak before I can even activate my ability. That's a twist I wasn't expecting. It's all my fault. It's all my fault that Makoto is dead. Sorry, Makoto. If I didn't say what I said back then, you wouldn't have taken your own life. What did you say? Kujo starts talking once we get up to the roof. As you all know, Makoto and I were dating. We were the best couple on campus. Everyone envied us. Wow, he really said that himself, huh? He's not even under the influence of your power. But I envied her, my own girlfriend, because her grades were better than my own. It was a foolish reaction, I know, but the closer I got to her, the more I was reminded of that fact. I tried to hold it in, but I couldn't. I reached a point where my envy got the better of me, and I broke up with her. Oh, everyone looks at Kujo in shock. Is that true, Kujo? I knew it, so Kujo-kun was the reason after all. You knew it? Well, not until I read the suicide note. When did you read the note? The suicide note was addressed to her dearest partner. What have I done? I'm so sorry, Makoto. It's my fault you're gone. How could I not realize how much you love me? Please forgive me, Makoto. Kujo screams his lungs out. I can practically feel his anguish. Nanami hangs her head. Her shoulders tremble. That's not good. Kujo-kun. Kagura. True, you breaking up with her may have been the trigger, but Makoto wouldn't be happy to see you like this. She loved you after all. Why, Makoto? Why? Why didn't you talk to me first? I wanted to be there for you in your time of need. Nanami starts screaming into the sky. Nanami, Kujo, I know you might never overcome the regret, but we can't be prisoners of the past, you know. We have to live on. She's right, President. Yeah, you're right. Kujo forces a smile as he looks to the sky. Nobody says a word. We each look to the sky, deep in thought. As Makoto Sasaki stood at that very spot, what despair did she feel towards the world? Nanami steps up to Kujo. In her suicide note, Makoto wrote, "We're partners forever, okay?" That's okay. I didn't see that in the note. I'm sure she's forgiven you. Huh? Hey, what's wrong? Super to read, huh? Sasaki-san was holding the suicide note, but it got wet since it was raining that day. In her suicide note, Makoto wrote, "We're partners forever, okay?" How did... That's... Nanami? How does Nanami know what the blurred text said? That is suspicious as hell. Nanami? Nanami's lips twisted into a grin, a bold, chilling smile, devoid of her usual brightness. Thank you, Makoto, and bye-bye. Is Nanami hiding something? She flashed that ghastly smile for about a fleeting moment, but it'll remain forever blurred into my memory. Wait. That's the end of the game? Okay. Well, I thought there was going to be more chapters where we investigate the remaining two, but apparently I was wrong. Okay, well, that was an interesting little game. I like that. What the? Why, hello there. It's me, Yamada-san. What the hell? What's going on? But I suppose it would be better if you called me Luke here. What's this? You thought it was over already? Yes? What? No. Can't possibly be over yet. While you might be satisfied with an ending like this, several points leave me unsatisfied, unfortunately. The story simply cannot end like this. So I must have you try again, once more, from the top, until you reach the ending I so desire. What a wonderful idea, wouldn't you say? I'm quite a selfish man, you see. Now then. Oh wait, I forgot the most important part. A word of warning from me to you. Listen up, whatever you do, do not rush the truth. Even when you know something you're not supposed to know, don't let others know you know. Act natural. Teehee. Now once again. Good luck. What? And this... What the hell happened? Damn it, he got us. Hey, wake up, sleeping beauty. Are you just gonna keep sleeping forever? Hello? Monchan urges me to get up, but when I do, I feel a little dizzy. What happened? That bastard Luke happened, that's what. Take a look at the date. June 2nd. That's right, today's June 2nd, the day after you transferred in. He made us time leap with his ability. Time leap? That's some kind of garbage. He's a demon with the power to turn back time. We're colleagues. Oh, colleagues, not brothers and sister. Okay, never mind. Yeah, of course you are. I'm not surprised that there was more to all this. There are no words. Now, I know what you're thinking. I was planning on telling you eventually, but I never got the chance. Sorry. Monchan bows her head. You know Luke? Yeah, we've been stuck with each other for some time now. He's a cruel bastard, but he doesn't use his ability without a reason. Something must be up. Got any ideas? Nanami's twisted smile flashes in the back of my mind. Oh yeah, that. Nanami and Luke. Looks like there's something between them, but we just don't know what. I always suspected Nanami was a troublemaker, but I guess she's got a lot more to hide, huh? Why don't you try investigating and not Nanami? What? Oh, we're back in chapter 1. Okay. Well, we're back at the beginning of the game. I'm assuming it's gonna play out exactly like it did originally. But I don't know. What the hell happened? Okay, we're back at the beginning. So I don't trust Nanami anymore. Not after seeing that. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it here and keep going. So I got the bad ending. Yay. Okay. I'm so confused. What the hell happened? I am very much confused right now. I'm gonna save. Oh, jeez. Yeah, time loop, reloop. Okay. What the hell happened? I'm very confused. Okay, well, we're playing through the game again. So, I mean, I'll play through the game again. I'll happily play through it again because now I know. Because now I have to play. I have to keep my cool and act natural and pretend I don't know what's going on when I do. So there's clearly. I think there's a true ending that I need to play through. I clearly need to play through it again and see if I can get a different ending. May or may not do that on camera. I don't know. I probably will. I mean, now that I know what's up, I'm probably going to continue playing through it again. But this time, I'm going to try and like, I don't know. Now that I know certain things, it might be interesting to see how I react to certain situations now. So I probably will do it again on camera. But for right now, I think I'm going to leave it here and play through the game again in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also check out my Patreon description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month and it really helps me out. So I definitely appreciate you doing that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace! No, not enough.